In today's video, I share with you a few thoughts on how you can begin your own Garri brand in Nigeria. Of course, as you know, right now, if you go into many supermarkets in Nigeria, you'll find many people selling packaged Garri. And today, I'll be sharing with you how you can actually do the same. Now, even though most of these people who sell this packaged Garri in supermarket actually do not follow the right process. The right process, I mean, for you to be able to package and sell something in supermarkets or around, you should be able to get, first you should get your license to do that, and you get that license from NAFDAC. So you must have NAFDAC registration number for that product for you to be able to sell it. And the process of getting NAFDAC number also involves NAFDAC vetting your production site where you actually produce this item or this food, and then be able to certify it before they can give you their registration number. And then based on that, you can now be able to package and sell. But in this video, we'll be looking at a different option, because for you to be able to get NAFDAC registration number means you need to have a factory, means you need to have a production house and all of that. But what if you don't have any of that, but you also want to still package and sell Garri? Okay, so how can you do that? So that's what I'll be talking about in this video. Now, if you follow my first channel, I recently interviewed Mr. Tunde. Mr. Tunde is one of the people that actually built in Garri brand in Nigeria. He has a very huge cassava farm through which he produces his Garri as a backward integration, and he also sells farmland and all of that. I did all of those documentaries on my first channel, so if you follow my first channel, you would have seen that video. So he sells farmland where he cultivates lots of cassava, and then from that cassava he mass produces his Garri that he packages and sell. And he also have a very huge factory where he produces his Garri. Some of them are manual, some of them are semi-automated and all of that. But for you who is watching this video, who also wants to go into selling Garri in supermarket, packaged Garri, without necessarily having the equipment or the facility to do that, one of the ways to do that is to partner with people who already currently have factory. So what do I mean? For instance, the Tunde Adeniro Farms guys, for instance, they have a factory and they have already produced the Garri, and they have NAFDAC registration number. So what most people do is that you can partner with them, and they can help you package the Garri and then put your labeling on it. So like say your company name is Garri or David Garri or whatever you want to call it. So you can partner with them, negotiate with them, they will package it, produce a package for you, and then put your labeling. Of course, you can put produced by, you can put them, but the label will carry your label and all of that. So this is one way, and one way you can use to package and start selling Garri across Nigeria. However, there is a caveat to this. Okay, there's a caveat to this. So what we also realize is that why most people will sell Garri right now in supermarket, this is what they are doing. They don't actually have a factory of their own, but it also runs you into problem with NAFDAC, because what we realize is that even though NAFDAC have approved the company that produces this Garri, but once the Garri is coming in a different labeling that is not the company label, NAFDAC actually flags that product. Okay, so that means NAFDAC can confiscate or seize that product, because they feel that the product must come with the company of the people producing the labeling and not with your labeling. I don't know why they do this. However, if you are looking to sell your Garri in online or outside of Nigeria, then this is a good route to follow. So if you're looking to sell your Garri in Amazon, looking to sell your Garri off Nigeria, your packaged Garri, then this is the best process you can follow, because in those cases NAFDAC have cannot restrict you from selling it offline. But if you're selling it within Nigeria and putting them in shops, putting them in supermarkets, then you might run into this problem that I'm saying. But people are currently also doing that, but you may run into that problem. All right, so if you're someone who wants to start up a Garri brand right now, package and sell, most people are already doing this. So you can reach out to this company, they will package on your behalf, and do the labeling and all of that. All you need to do is to put your brand name, and then you sell with your markup on it and all of that. So this is one way to go. So if you have a market already, or you're promoting in Amazon, or you have a market outside of the country, you can partner with them. I'll leave their contact on the description, so you can reach out to them. Just tell them that David sent you. Okay, I'm not their partner, but I have done a video with them, so that is it. So if you're someone who is looking in that direction, please check it out. And also, if you're someone who is looking to go into farming without necessarily being in the farm and doing that, they also have this farm management program which you can invest in, and then they will take your money, do the farming for you, and then give you back a return on investment. And at the close of the season, I think they do for cassava, they do for maize. So please reach out to them and have that discussion with them. I just felt I should share this information with you guys. Most of the Garri sold the supermarket right now, this is what they're doing. And in fact, I even see some that have been sold that have no NAFDAC number and all of that. Just people just buy, repackage it properly, and then sell it in supermarkets. But I'm not saying you should do that, but I'm saying this is what the trend that is going on. But if you're really looking to sell outside of the country, you're looking to sell in Amazon and all of that, you have contact, then you can actually partner with them. They'll package and they will send it across. Now, this is also the same business process most people use for many things, because setting up a factory can be tedious, can be financially constraining or hectic. So what people do is that you just partner with these production hubs, and you can do that. Now, in subsequent videos also, we'll be talking about getting NAFDAC registration number and alternatives to that. In case you don't have, can you still go into production? We'll be talking about that. In fact, we are also making an effort to see how we can also interview the NAFDAC people, so they can give us more information on how to actually proceed in getting NAFDAC number for your business without lots of headache and restrictions that may be out there. Okay, so that's what we'll be doing. So please check out this business idea. I mean, you can implement this same business idea in various products. So even if you don't have a factory or you don't have a production hub, you can partner with people who have factories or who are into production and have your label stamped on it, and then you begin selling. So this is what most people do, and I just felt I should share that idea with you, and something that you can try. But from our research and from the discussions we've had with people producing and selling Garri right now, like the Tunde Loro guy and a few others. So I think within 10 million naira you could actually be able to set up a Garri factory and then get your NAFDAC number and start selling. So I don't think that is much, because the machinery you need, you can actually produce manually. Okay, just make sure that the place is clean. You have a huge place, it's clean, you can produce manually. But if you want to buy machines that can help you fry the Garri or package the Garri and all of that, you can get all of that equipment right here in Nigeria. If you go to Aba, there's a place where they do production of all of this. But also in Jos, there's a guy doing it, and a few others that actually produce a lot of these machineries. So you can buy them locally, bring them to your factory, and begin your stuff. And in terms of land, you don't necessarily have to buy land. You can just rent or lease a place and then begin doing that. And of course, if your production place is probably in rural areas, so it's a lot more cheaper. But of course, before you go into that, make sure that you identify your market. So your factory should be closer to your market, so that the cost of logistics and transportation to move your product to your market location would not be too high. So for instance, if my market is Lagos, it makes no sense for me to produce in Abuja and then take it to Lagos, because that will cost me a lot, or produce in Aba, in Abia, and then take it to Lagos. So that will cost a lot. So if my market is in Lagos, then it's better for me to set up my factory in either in Lagos or in neighboring states with Lagos, like Ibadan and like Ogun State and a few other states that are close to Lagos. Then I can produce and easily take it to market there. All right, so that's something you should consider. Identify your market, set up your factory closer to where your market is, and then you can be able to sell to the market. So with 10 million naira, you should be able to set up a factory and start producing Garri and start selling it. So as we speak right now, we are also looking at coming up with our own products that will be selling in the market, and by the time we get that done and set it up and get enough that number and get that done, also we'll share it on this channel so many of you can see the process, how we're able to get enough that number, how we're able to set up the factory, the cost and all of that, because these are things that people who are into production don't share, but since we're on this channel, we are sharing our journey, so we're able to share that for you guys to learn. All right, so that's this video. I hope you find some value from this video. If you did, please click the like button, share with others, and subscribe to the channel. Check out other videos we've done in the past, and if you'd like to join our WhatsApp community to stay updated on what we do as well as agro investment opportunities, please check the description of this video, click it and enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the very next episode. Okay.